So what is Ballz 3D?
Huh?
So honestly, what in the hell is this game? Well, it's Ballz, but not just Ballz, Ballz 3D. Take a look at this cover and tell me what you think the game is about. I'll give you a quick second. Got it? Did you guess fighting game? Then congrats! You get to play this stinker. Ballz 3D was released in 1994 on the Super Nintendo, the Genesis, and later the 3DO. As said before, this is a fighting game, but not just a fighting game. It was 3D! Well, not exactly. It was a fighting game that mimics 3D by making all of the arenas mimic 3D motion, and your fighters are composed of, well,
fresh balls,
which made motion a little more fluid and simple in 2.5D space. This unique look certainly stands out from other fighting games out at the time, which were all mostly until the next generation of console, 2D. This is the biggest defining factor about this game, because it certainly isn't the mechanics, music, the characters, or even the fun. Like most fighting games in this era, the only modes available are in an arcade ladder, multiplayer, and an options menu. I'm sorry, what is this music? So yeah, I don't know what the hell they thought this porno soundtrack was going to accomplish, but the only thing it earns is the judgment of anyone you have in the room while you play this. Back on track, you have the pick of the litter of characters, like pink balls, or brown balls, or maybe a humping clown named Boomer. All of these characters look like this with slight stance and color differentiations to distinguish them. And with the minimal amount of sound effects in the game, characters can be hard to identify sometimes. They each have their own grabs and special attacks, but once matches get going, it can be hard to know just what the hell is going on. This isn't helped because the controls work when they want to work. You can tap the buttons to kick, punch, and jump, but it's basically a guessing game if your character will actually do what you want. Special moves work similar to other games with button combinations, like some projectiles and maybe a ground attack or two. The enemies certainly know how to do this, as they will cheap shot you with every chance they get when you are still figuring out how to walk through the level correctly. Adding onto the chaos are taunts, begging, and fatalities. Yes, this game of all games have fatalities. Don't get too excited, they aren't that exciting. Taunts, meanwhile, give your character an attack boost, which can be stacked, so as long as you don't get hit, you can power yourself up to the point of one-hit knockouts. Begging is a move that you can perform at low health, which will heal you slightly but leave you vulnerable, because, you know, you're on your hands and knees screaming mercy or whatever. But what if you just don't like the character you chose, and you don't want to die to sacrifice your limited number of continues, or reset the console to erase your progress through this crap? Well, mid-round, for no reason at all, you can hit a button combination and morph into a different character. I don't know. I don't know. So yeah, fight your way through the arcade mode, fighting every other character with bosses every couple of fights. These bosses include a dinosaur, kangaroo, genie, and ostrich, which, of course, are all made of balls. Make it through all of this and you fight the final boss, the Jester, who's a cheating son of a bitch. Beat him and you're done. Nope, wait, you gotta beat him up again. Now you're done, and now you can play as the boss characters now. Yay! This game is bad, and I mean bad. Horrible controls, awful music and sound effects, cheap ass AI, and unfair mechanics. Even the billboards in the arena taunt the hell out of you while you play. It's a game, but barely so. Unless every other fighting game disappears off the face of the earth, I recommend skipping this while you still have the balls. This game gets 1 clown out of 5.